I am Kim Harmel, and I'm here to talk about urban chickens. Last Wednesday, a husband brought his wife to the doctor and said, "My wife thinks she's a chicken." The doctor is shocked and says, "How long has she been this way?" And the husband said, "Oh, going on about 3 years now." The doctor is horrified and said, "Why didn't you bring her to me sooner?" And the husband said, "Because we needed the eggs." Isn't that the truth? We need the eggs. Eggs make the table in some form on probably every table in the U.S. The American Egg Board estimated that each person will eat about 287 eggs in 2019. The figure is predicted to grow in the following years. People are consuming eggs. Not only are they consuming eggs, but more people are opting to raise their own hens to collect their own eggs. It is becoming more and more popular to raise urban chickens in towns and cities everywhere. Regulations are established and people are flocking to own their own chickens and raise their own eggs. I have family members who have raised chickens for many years in Hampstead, North Carolina. It is exciting for them to provide eggs for themselves and their neighbors. I am personally hoping to get a flock next summer, which has led me to extensive research on raising chickens, and I have come to the conclusion that allowing coops in the city limits would be an asset to the residents of Tipton. Currently, this is not allowed. My first question was, do the Tipton citizens want to raise chickens in their backyard? I did an informal poll on the resident of Tipton's Facebook, and I found out that 7 out of 10 people would like to have urban chickens. I spoke with Abby Cummins, who is a member of the Tipton City Council. She told me this has been an ongoing debate for many years, and the majority of people do want to raise chickens in their backyard. Meetings have been met with mixed reviews from the members of the council and tabled over and over. Voices aren't being heard, and I feel it's because there's a lack of knowledge on the benefits of raising your own chickens. Chickens and eggs have been around for a long time. According to the American Egg Board, birds and eggs have preceded man in the evolutionary chain. Most people in the world eat eggs, and there are nearly 200 breeds of chickens worldwide. Chickens are easy to take care of, and they're clean. They help control pests like flies, and they produce excellent fertilizer. Most people in the world eat the eggs of chickens. Eggs are nutritious. According to the American Heart Association, there is 78 calories per egg. They're a rich source of protein and vitamins. Egg yolks are good for your eyes, and if you eat 1 or 2 egg whites daily, you will have a healthy diet. But be careful what you say around the egg whites. Everyone knows they can't take a yolk. Really, a nice boiled egg in the morning is hard to beat. But eggs are readily available at any supermarket. So why raise your own hens for eggs? What are the benefits? Your own eggs give you the advantage of fresher and tastier eggs. And you know exactly where they came from. There are more nutrients in your own eggs. Studies from Mother Earth News show that eggs from chickens who are given their own space to pack for food are more nutrition than industrial sourced eggs. Backyard raised eggs contain 2 to 3 times more omega-3 fatty acids, and they contain more vitamin D and less saturated fat and 1/3 the cholesterol than industrial raised eggs. This is because our chickens in our backyards are eating leafy greens, flowers, bugs, and corn. These foods are absent in factory farmed eggs. If you're already buying organic eggs, it's cheaper to raise your own. It is estimated by Green America, after the initial cost of setting up a flock, that the cost for a dozen eggs of your own eggs is roughly between $3 and $4. According to the USDA Egg Market Report, December of 2019, The cost of a dozen eggs from supermarket has risen in the last few months. Eggs are going up, which will surprise some chickens.
That's right.
You are getting more bang for your cluck for your eggs.
Oh.
It goes without saying that there does need to be strict regulations. If chickens are allowed in town, there's your bang for your buck. The ordinance I've researched has varied city to city. Chicago and New York City actually lets you have unlimited chickens if you are using them for pets and eggs. I did find that the city of Marion, Iowa has an excellent, very clear ordinance which could be a guideline to base local Tipton regulations. Their ordinance says they need to have a paid permit from the city. They need to go to a chicken training workshop so everybody knows how to take care of their chickens. You may only have 6 hens. No roosters are allowed. The wings have to be clipped so they don't fly away. For an enclosure and pen, it must be a minimum of 4 square foot per bird. Enclosures are only allowed in the rear and side yards, no enclosures in the front yard. Enclosures should be a minimum distance of 10 feet from the property line, 25 feet from an adjacent dwelling, such as a neighbor or church or business or a school. No chickens are allowed in the actual home. Butchering and slaughtering is not allowed in city limits. If the enclosure is over 120 square feet, there's a building permit that is required. And if the enclosure has electricity, an electric permit is required. And you may not run extension cords to the chicken coop. These regulations can help guide Tipton to their own regulations. In addition to keeping regulations, permit money and any funds collected can go towards the extra cost of monitoring the flocks in town and educational programs. Passing an ordinance for urban chickens would benefit the people who are waiting to have their own hens and eggs. Financially, it would benefit the city. This is a win-win situation, my friends. The day of the chicken has arrived. I stand before you and I say, it's time to let the chickens live in Tipton, where they are free to eat our weeds and our bugs and flourish, where they can offer us the most nutritious eggs for our growing families and grace us with all the different beautiful breeds. Now's the time that we must join hands and let our council know we firmly stand together in favor of chickens flocking to our backyards. Let's answer that age-old question. Why did the chicken cross the road? To get to Tipton. Thank you very much.
Let's get some chickens.
I'm so bad.
No, that was awesome.
Oh, crap. Can you edit?